Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today in this video we're taking a look at this. This is the Samsung EVO 128GB memory card. I got this for about 1000 rupees during a sale, that is about $12 US. So this is a 128GB version and this is the 2022 model. Previous model used to come in red color, but the 2022 model comes in white color. As you can see on the packaging, the 128GB is clearly written here. At the back, you can see that the card was manufactured in Philippines and the pricing on the card is also written here. It's about 3,999 rupees. It was manufactured in May of 2022. You can use this card in your smartphones, cameras and action cameras as well as in your drones. The read speed is written here. Usually the companies don't like to put the write speed because the write speed is always slower than the read speed. That's why most manufacturers only like to put the read speed on top of the packaging. And the good thing about this particular model or the Samsung is that you also get this memory card adapter, which is missing from the competition. The other card I was looking at in the market was from SanDisk, and the SanDisk card was about 350 rupees expensive despite not coming with an external SD card adapter. So without any further delay, let me just take the card out and then let's talk about all these symbols, what all these symbols are all about. So I've already opened the packaging just to make things a little quicker. So let me get this out. There we go. I've got pretty much everything out. Let me just open this now. There it is. So as you can see, this is how the card looks. Very nice, very smooth, white colored, very clean look. These are the pads, something written at the back. Let me put the card on side. And here is the adapter. The adapter feels decent quality. What do you expect from an adapter? The good thing about this adapter is that you can easily put this by putting this card inside there. Then you can easily put this card inside your camera. Now your small memory card is compatible with your camera, and if you take this out, you can easily put this inside your mobile phone. So one card, more versatile with this adapter. And other thing is that you can easily put this card in most laptops, so you don't even need a card reader just for the transfer of files. Now let us talk about the symbols written on a particular memory card. So as you can see, what are these symbols all about? Okay, so now let us talk about all the symbols and numbers written on top of a memory card. So if you go in the market, you will find that every card in the market has these numbers and symbols written on top of the card telling you about the card. So let us start from the top. The first thing that you will see is the size of the card. So this is a micro size card followed by a letter SD and then followed by a letter HC or XC, where the SD stands for secure digital and the letter after that HC stands for high capacity card. HC stands for high capacity, and these cards goes all the way from 2 GB to 32 GB. This particular card is not HC, this is XC, and the XC stands for extended capacity, and extended capacity card goes more than 32 GB all the way to 2 terabytes. Now that's a lot of capacity. Then you will find the UHS-I rating and the UHS-II rating. This card is the UHS-I. The UHS-I stands for ultra high speed, where the 1 stands for the connectors. So this types of card will only have a single row of pins that are connecting. A UHS-II card will have two rows of pins that will connect to the interface, and that significantly increases the speed of the card. There's not a lot of devices that uses the UHS-II card, and those cards are very expensive comparatively. So that's what the UHS-I and the UHS-II means. The UHS-I will only have a single row of pins connecting, and the UHS-II card will have another row at the bottom, which increases the speed of the card as well. Now the another rating that we have is the V rating. So V basically stands for video speed class, and in this case this is the V30. You will find that some memory card has a V10, a V30, V60 or V90. This card is V30, and video speed class V30 basically means that this card can record video at a rate of 30 megabytes per second. Then we have the C rating. You will find on cards that there is a C written with a number inside the C, and these ratings go all the way from C2, C4, C6, C10 and C10 is the maximum. So C10 basically means that the card guarantees a minimum sequential write speed of about 10 megabytes, and that's what the 10 comes from. After that we have the U1 or the U3. This card is U3, where the U1 stands for 10 megabytes per second write speed and the U3 stands for 30 megabytes per second write speed. Now this is a little confusing because the C rating also tells you about the write speed and the U rating also tells you about the write speed. Now U rating and C rating are similar or they are redundant. The only reason companies is still putting the C rating is to avoid confusing people, because most people still look at the C rating before they buy a memory card. You must have heard people talking about, oh, the class 10 card are the best card, you should buy a class 10 card. That is the reason they are still putting the C rating on top of the card. However, the C ratings are not used anymore. So there is that. And then finally we have the A rating. So A2 stands for application speed class. Now the application speed class basically tells you how many input output requests a card supports. So if you install application inside this memory card while using on your phone, this basically gives you an idea how smooth your application will run on your memory card. A2 is the highest speed available at the moment, and this should give you the best performance when running application from the card itself. So there you go. This was all the rundown of the symbols on top of a typical memory card. So let me just put this in a phone, connect this to a computer and see what is the actual capacity that we get with this card when connected to a computer. Alright, so here is my friend's Redmi Note 8 Pro. So let us install this memory card in our phone. So let me just insert this pin to get the memory tray out. This phone came with a hybrid, didn't came with a hybrid SIM slot, so you get a extra port for the memory card as well as extra port for installing 2 SIM. So let me just put in our memory card here. Memory card is installed. Let me gently push this in. Just pushed in. Let us wait for a second. Let's see whether our card has recognized or not. And by the way, my friend was using this card for more than 3-4 hours now. So we've already formatted the card and already installed the card previously just to make sure whether the card was working or not. So let us go to our setting and let's see what is the space that whether the memory card is installed or not. So go to the about section. Here you will see the storage setting, and at the bottom you will see that yes, our memory card has been installed, and the available storage on here, it is displaying 110 GB. Now problem is that mobile phones do not show actual capacity that you get out of the memory card. So we will have to plug this in our computer to get the actual size or the actual capacity that we get on a 128 GB memory card. So let me just plug this in our computer. That should give us an idea how much space we actually get out of a 128 GB memory card. And then we will also transfer a file and we'll see what is the time it is taking to transfer about a 1 GB of file. So let me just connect this to our computer and let us do our testing. Alright, so we installed the memory card on this phone. So let us plug this phone in our computer and let's see what is the actual space we get on this 128 GB Samsung memory card. So let me just click on unlock my phone first. Click on file transfer button and the memory card should now show up in our computer. So let me show you the screen of my computer. So as you can see, this is the screen of my computer and you can see the autoplay option that we are getting here. That means our memory card is detected. Now let me just click on here, click on the start button, go to my computer, click on computer, and here you can see our Redmi Note 8 Pro is displaying. Let's click on it. On the left side you will see that this is our memory card, and on the right side you will see that this is the internal storage of our phone. So this phone came with internal 128 GB of memory, and on the left side you will see that this is our memory card and it is displaying with the name Android. So out of the 128 GB we are only getting 119 GB out of a 128 GB Samsung memory cards. Alright guys, so now that we've seen the actual capacity of this memory card, let us do a quick real world file transfer test. So I've got a small file here. This is a 1 GB video, and I will be transferring this video from my computer onto the memory card. So let me just copy this video, let me just go to my memory card here, and I will be pasting this here, and we will see how long it takes for a 1 GB file to be transferred from my computer onto the memory card, and that should give us an idea, that should give us the write speed of this memory card. So before I click on the paste, I will start the timer here. As you can see, this is at the 0 mark. So here is our phone, here is our timer, and let's go to the paste button. So it is asking for a prompt. Let us click on yes, and let me just bring our timer back to 0. It is back to 0. Let me click on yes. Timer started. Let's take a look at how long a 1 GB file takes to transfer from our computer onto the memory card. So it's doing fairly well now. We're at the 15 second mark, 16, 17, and as you can see, the Windows never tells you the correct time, so you should never trust what the Windows tells you. So we're at 27 second mark, 28, half a minute has passed, and the file is transferred. So it took about 38 seconds for a 1 GB file to be transferred from my computer onto the memory card. So this is the real world testing of this card, and the write speed of this card is this much. So let us do the opposite of that. I will be copying the file from the memory card back onto my computer, and that should give us the idea what is the read speed of this card. So let us copy the file from the phone, copy, and let me go to my so I've created a small folder on my computer. So let me just open it, and before I click on paste, let me restart the timer. So as you can see, let me make it 0 first. The timer is at our 0 mark. So let me just click on the paste button and start the timer. So as you can see, it is going not as fast as I was expecting. We're at the 8 second mark. Let's see how well this does, or whether the read speed is actually faster than the write speed. So we're at 17, 18, 20. So we're already at the half a minute mark. So it seems like the read speed is a little slower than the write speed of this card, which is a little weird in my opinion, but as you can see, these are the tests that I'm getting, so we are going to go with that. So that was our testing of the memory card while transferring a file from our computer onto the memory card, and from the memory card back to the computer. And by the way, the computer that I'm using is running a USB 2.0. Maybe you will get a better speed if you're using a USB 3.0 computer, but on a USB 2.0 capable computer, these were my results. So a 1 GB of file took about 38 seconds when I was transferring the file from the computer onto the memory card, and the reading was about reading took 10 seconds more when I was copying the file from the memory card back onto my computer. So this was my testing using a 1 GB file. So there we go. This was my video on this Samsung EVO Plus 128 GB memory card. Now I was expecting a little better read speed from this card, but it can happen sometimes. Maybe the cable that I was using was a little longer, and the cable length, the cable quality can also affect your transfer speed. But the card works flawlessly inside the mobile phone. We've shot numerous 4K videos at high speed, high frame rate, and we've never had any problem with this card. It is working for more than 2-3 months now when I'm recording the ending of this video. As you can see, the memory card is not in the box. So we've also taken many pictures, more than 3,000-4,000 pictures in a wedding, and it worked without any problem. So I think overall it's a decent card, good value for money, because you're also getting this adapter, which I will eventually use once I buy a memory card reader. So with that, let me conclude. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.